Okay, so now it looks good. Right. So, and last time we talked about some words that are so-called quantifiers, and the words like a few, a little, a bit, most, much, and so on, right? And we looked at a rule. Today we are going to practice these words and refresh them, right? And see how they work. And now we're going to start with one so-called crime story, which is going to be with the words, right? So, Yekaterina, have a look. First of all, I've got here a little blog post. I will ask you to work individually, just 30 seconds, read it quickly and find out what happened. Okay? Ignore the gaps, just read it quickly and tell me what's it about. Hmm?
Okay.
Okay.
Margarita, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The Sberbank called.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
I'm afraid is any important occurred.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Okay, that's fine. So, did you manage to look through the story?
Yes.
Yes. So, what happened?
The story about the guy who owned the petrol station and one bank
Mm-hmm.
sent him $10 million, or possibly in по ошибке,
By mistake.
by mistake.
Yes.
And I think he was very glad, and without explanation with this bank,
Mm-hmm.
mm, went out or
Mm-hmm.
fled.
Yes, fled to.
Went out abroad and with his girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
uh, wasted this money,
Yes.
splashed out this money
Absolutely.
in Asia in five-star hotels.
Yes.
And the last sentence I didn't understand. Нью-Зеланд, новозеландцы, как наблюдали за этим случаем.
Yes, that's right. And they didn't know if this two people, he and his girlfriend, would ever be caught. Yes, so we don't know if they were caught or not. Yes.
Поймают ли их или нет?
Yes, that's right. So people were watching it, but we don't know. Yeah. Okay. This is interesting story. Yes, and the bank made a crazy mistake. Yes. Okay. Ekaterina, now you'll need to read it more carefully and complete the story with the missing words which are given here, right? So complete where you think each word suits best, and then we compare.
Мгм. Так. I'm ready.
Yes, perfect. Let's read the story with the correct words. Okay, let's go ahead.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about an unusual theft that happened in New Zealand just a few years ago.
Uh-huh. But theft, yes? Theft.
Theft.
Mhm.
Theft.
Good.
A guy owned a petrol station in a small town, like many business owners.
Mhm.
Yes,
Many or most? What do you think?
most.
Mhm. We will come back, yes? We will write both of them and then we'll decide further. All right?
I thought that that most in another place.
Okay, yes, maybe we'll
I
decide.
don't know.
Good, good, good.
So he asked his bank for an overdraft and they agreed.
Mhm.
When he next checked how much
Mhm.
money he had in his account, he was shocked to discover that the bank had given him $10 million.
Isn't it cool?
Without asking for any explanation, the guy transferred most
Most of the money to... Или он прям все? Uh-huh. Okay, most of the money. Right, that works. Yeah, all we don't have. Yes, good.
most of the money to accounts abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Several days later,
Mm-hmm.
he and his girlfriend fled to Asia, where they spent spent a lot of money
Hmm.
on five-star hotels and other luxuries.
Hmm.
Almost every New Zealander
Almost every, uh-huh.
followed the case, wondering whether either
Hmm.
of the runaways would ever be caught.
Exactly. And either speaks about how many people?
Two.
About two people. That's right. That's right. Okay. Interesting case. Yes. And funny
Yes.
case. Yekaterina, what would you do if the bank transferred you $10 million?
Of course, I will ask about any explanation. Maybe it is mistake.
Yes. Have a look. What would you do? It's imaginary situation. And then you say, I
I would
would. Exactly.
I would ask.
Yeah, I would ask for some explanation. Good job, good job. Right, we've got another story today. Here it is. And I'd like you to do the same. Could you please read it quickly and check out what happened? Yes, part 2. Yes, part 2. What happened to him?
That's all.
Yes, okay. So what happened to in the end?
Uh, a few years later, the woman was arrested
Mm-hmm.
when she wanted to change her passport, renew her passport, and the guy was arrested too
Mm-hmm.
when he crossed a border,
Mm-hmm.
and them were found guilty.
Yes, that's right. That's right. They were found was found guilty. Exactly. It was so stupid, yes, to cross the border and to go back to the country. Yes. Okay. Yekaterina, read it one more time, please, and complete this part with the yes missing words, and we'll see what we have.
Mhm. Margarita, what is loads of?
Mm, can you navigate me where it is?
In the вверху,
Uh-huh.
in the upper
Upper part, yes. Uh-huh.
the frame. The variant words
Okay.
in
Loaf of. Okay, that is the same as lots of. Loads of, yeah? This one, you mean? Loads of. The same as lots of or a lot of.
Okay.
Yes, let's try. Okay. So fast forward.
Fast forward. Так. Так, что? A little.
A little of years. No, you can't say this way. Years is countable word. With countable,
Some.
no, some doesn't work. Okay, let's keep it and let's go on and we will come back.
Couple, наверное.
A
Couple
couple of
больше
years. This is
никуда здесь
right.
нет.
This is right. A
Couple of
couple of
years.
years.
And the woman was arrested when she entered. То есть они там, значит, и остались в Азии.
Да,
И
2
только
года.
потом, когда уже вернулись, их, значит, взяли.
That's right.
2 года гуляли.
Mm-hmm.
When she entered New Zealand to renew her passport, she insisted that her partner had told her that he'd won all the money, and she had absolutely no clue about the fund's true origin.
Yes.
Так. Some months later, the guy too was caught crossing a border. In separate trials, both of them were found guilty, despite the court agreeing that neither of them had planned to steal anything before the bank error.
Yes.
The guy was sentenced to 4 years and 7 months in prison. The woman had to stay at her home for 9 months.
Yes, and let's complete the comments as well.
I have very little little sympathy for them. Loads of people would actually spend millions of dollars that didn't really belong to them.
Yes, loads of. Maybe.
Really?
Okay. Loads of. We'll see. Yes. Right. Okay, let's see.
I'm pretty sure. Little. Так, сейчас. Plenty of people would have done the same thing. Who doesn't dream of having
And here, maybe
нет, не some.
Maybe this one, loads of.
Who doesn't dream of having loads of money arrive in their account?
And here?
Так. Few people. Нет, few мы еще не использовали.
Yes, few people,
Few?
right. Yes, that's right. Because the person, have a look, he has little sympathy and he thinks few people.
То есть некоторые, как перевести?
Мало, очень мало. Few is a small number, right? Few people would actually do so. Okay. Ekaterina, and do you have any sympathy to these people? And do you think their sentence was fair enough? So, what's your opinion about the story?
I don't know. Maybe the punishment was a little bit strict.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the bank
Hmm?
would 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 find guilty his clerks or personnel who did this mistake.
Okay, the staff, yes, the bank staff. Uh-huh. Okay. Right. But why not this man? The money actually didn't belong to him.
Yes. Of course, he was guilty.
Mhm.
I didn't know about the quantity of years.
Mhm.
Maybe it is correct, maybe not. I don't.
Uh-huh.
Как все слова забыла.
Mhm.
Юриспруденция не моя сильная сторона.
Okay, the law. You can just say the law is not my strong point. Yeah, the
Law,
law. Right.
the
Okay.
laws.
Yeah, the law. And what command do you agree with? That few people would actually spend the money, or that plenty of people would do the same thing? Who do you agree with?
I think the first is more correct in my opinion because, of course, not so much, not so many people would actually spend millions that didn't really belong to them.
Yes, that's true. That's true. I believe so as well. Right? But who knows when you see so much money on your account, maybe you forget anything in life. Yes. Okay. But this is a very interesting story. I loved it so much. Okay. Yekaterina, let's practice these quantifiers and these words a little more. And we are going to practice them in questions. All right? So now here, can you see well? Tell me, please. Can you see the questions well?
Yes.
Yes, okay, perfect. We are going to take turns and ask and answer the questions to each other. And we will need to complete the questions with the right words. Sometimes there is more than one word possible to complete the questions, right? And we will answer these questions as well. You can choose any question you like and ask me.
Margarita, do you drink tea or coffee?
So you need to complete something. Do you drink что-то там? Lots of, a lot of, a little, a few, some, что-то вот из этих слов.
То есть любите ли вы кофе больше, чем чай? Вот так вот надо сказать?
I think вы пьете много кофе или чая. Maybe. I don't know.
Do you drink a lot of coffee or tea?
Have a look. Much, a lot of тоже подошло бы, да? Either, any, both, all of these answers would suit, right? Okay. As for me, I like coffee and I drink coffee every morning. And during the day, I drink 1 or 2 cups of tea as well, right? So I drink both, but also during the day, I drink quite a lot of water. Yes, so I try to drink more and more water. Yes, these days.
I understand. Me too.
Yes, you too. Right. How much water do you manage to drink?
I don't count it because the nowadays we haven't any norms
Mhm.
of water, but I think not так, more than 1 liter.
Okay, that's great. I guess it is enough, right? It should be enough. Good. Yekaterina, my question. I choose this one. How much time do you spend outdoors? Much.
I think I spend outdoors the most part of the day.
Outdoors,
Outdoors.
not at home. Yes, all right.
And when I have free days, I try not to stay at home.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And where outdoors do you spend most of the time? In the park or somewhere else?
Mm, in the street or by walking with the children
Mm-hmm.
or any routines
Mm-hmm.
or a swimming pool child for childs
Mm-hmm.
or walking in the park or shopping.
Yes, sounds good. Sounds good. As for me, I don't spend much time outdoors because I work online from home. And when I finish my work, I sometimes go for a little walk, but sometimes I really don't want to do anything anymore, right? But yeah, spending time outdoors is great. Okay, Yekaterina, your turn. Please choose a question.
Margarita, the first sentence.
Mm.
How many books have you read
Mm-hmm.
this year?
Okay, okay, that's so good. Right. To be honest, this year I'm not a very active reader. I think this year I've read 3 books so far. Yes, one in English and 2 books in Russian. Yeah. So, and I think, yeah, it looks like I'm reading the 4th book this year. Yes, not too
I
active.
think I think it is great. It's not so little, не так
Yeah, it's
мало.
not so little. Uh-huh, that's
So
right.
little.
Yes. I don't know. Sometimes, some years I read a lot, and maybe a book every month. Yeah, but this year, I don't know. I'm a bit slow, and I didn't have so much wish to read. Yes, and plus, I usually tend to read more in winter because you don't go out so much in winter. Yes, it's cold and it's so cool to read something. But in spring and summer, you want to be more, yes, outdoors rather than indoors. Yeah. Okay. Yes. And I've read an interesting book in English this year. It is called Sapiens. I don't know. Have you heard of it?
No, unfortunately.
It's interesting. It speaks about the history of humans, right? And how the humans developed, how our societies developed, how our values change, and so on. That was interesting, actually. So I would recommend, yes, to check it out. Plus, the language is not so difficult. Everyone can read. You can definitely read it at your level. So highly
Mm,
recommended. Yes, Sapi.
okay. Margarita, do you prefer the books by paper or какой электронный вариант?
Electronic books. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Electronic variant.
Mhm. Oh, I always read paper books. Yes.
I agree with you.
Yes, you too. You too. Why is that? Why is that?
Why?
Why? Uh-huh. Why do
Uh,
you prefer them?
I don't know. It is more cozy.
Mm-hmm.
It is more cozy, and I think it is smell. It smells with так приятно пахнет.
Yes, it smells nicely, right? It
Smells
smells
nice.
nice.
And
Yes.
I think the eyes
Mhm.
don't so tired.
Yeah, I guess so. However, people say that these electronic books, some modern ones, have very good screens, yeah, that don't let your eyes get tired. But I don't know. I agree with you. I like the smell. It's charming, yes, and you can see how much you've already read, how much is it till the end, right? And no, it's really nice. I agree. Okay, good. So Ekaterina, question to you. Okay. How many meals do you know how to cook without a recipe?
Так, how
How many meals do you know how to cook without a recipe?
Oh, I don't know. It's difficult to count. I think a lot of.
Sophia, it's a lot of them, right?
It is rare for me to use any recipe. Of course, I use this,
Mm-hmm.
but not every day. Only for any interesting meals.
Yes, that's lovely. That's lovely. And how often do you try out something new, and where do you find new recipes?
Of course, from Instagram. Now,
Mhm.
in my in my как вот
Ага,
лента
thread.
thread.
Mhm.
In my thread, I I see very often a lot of receipts with the vegetables,
Mhm.
like Mediterranean diet,
Mhm.
and I like the vegetables and cook it very much.
Mhm.
And when I see a new recipe about как запеченный,
Bake.
roasted,
Oh,
uh,
roast. Ага, roasted. Смотря что, да? Roast.
roasted vegetables
Ага.
in oven, в духовке,
Yes, in oven. Ага.
in oven, and quickly
Mhm.
I I try to do it, to cook
Yes.
it.
Yes, that's great. That's great. Okay, you didn't say the word one more time. This one?
Recipe.
Recipe. Recipe.
Recipe.
Recipe. Yes, recipe. Okay. Good. Your turn. Yes, ask a question.
Margarita, what's так, the fourth?
Uh-huh.
What's something you have not much
Мгм.
patience for?
Yes,
Нет
а если
терпения?
вообще никакой, никакого терпения?
Clue?
Clue — это тут подсказочка нам. Not much, отлично. А если еще синоним? Совсем мало терпения.
Совсем мало.
Мгм.
Не знаю, что затрудняюсь.
I think very little patience for. Very little.
Very little.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, little. Little patience for. So ask the question once again.
What's something you have very little patience for?
Yes. So it's difficult to say. I think I'm quite a patient person, but yes, when I have to, for example, in Germany, it sometimes drive me crazy, and I have very little patience for waiting in queues. If you go to a doctor or if you go to some governmental place and you need some documents, you usually have to wait for a long time. And this is what I have no patience for because I feel that I'm wasting my time. Yeah.
I agree with you. I realized now that a lot of years
Mhm.
now I didn't wait in queue
С
in
прошлого до сих пор,
так,
Екатерина, present perfect, yes, for a lot of years,
I have no wait.
I haven't waited, yeah.
I haven't waited
Yeah, that's right.
in queue for a long time.
Yes, yes, it is brilliant. In this point, Russia is very good, yes, because we can get appointments, we can get our services a lot faster. Yes,
Yes.
lovely, lovely. Good. Then a question to you. Um, so what is something a few people like, but no, what is something Yes, a few people like, but you do. Few.
То есть мало то, что людям нравится, а я
А
это
вам нравится.
мне
Ага.
нравится.
Мгм.
I think maybe hard working.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Or plenty of my colleagues are fond of working.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm incorrect.
Mhm. But it is few people, yes. Right. Yes, hard work. It's great. I believe it's so nice when people are passionate about their work. Yes, it's really good. It's really nice. You are lucky. I mean, these are all lucky people, and we are lucky people when we love the work we do. Good. You,
Yes, I like my work very
yeah,
much.
this is good. This is good. Right. Your question, please.
Margarita, what do you think?
Mhm.
Um, many of people,
Many people without of.
many people are afraid of.
Yeah, and have a look. Here are many options, right? Many people, most
Most.
people, some, a few, whatever, right? Okay, your option was many people. Uh, I don't know. I think many people are afraid of serious health problems, and many people are afraid of serious problems for their family members and for their loved ones. Yes. So I believe this is the biggest fear. What do you think?
Of course, and I would answer the same, absolutely the same. Most of people are afraid of health problems.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Good. So. Okay. What are a couple of places that you like to spend time?
Mm. Of course, the seaside
Mhm.
and every nature, the forest or country,
Mhm.
the
Countryside.
village, countryside village.
Uh-huh. Why do you enjoy such kind of places?
I enjoy the fresh air,
Mhm.
uh, the smell of fresh leaves and flowers, and listen to bird singing.
Mhm.
And if we speak about the seaside, of course, it is the swimming, listening the um, waves.
Yes, that's right. And this fresh breeze, yeah, from the sea. That is cool. All right. I definitely agree with you. Yes, it is so calming down, right? And it really can fulfill your soul and your emotions. This is good. Okay, Ekaterina, your turn. Choose a question then.
Margarita, do you own
Mm-hmm.
any objects
Mm-hmm.
that are over 50 years old?
Yeah. So many or any. Hmm. No, I think I don't own any objects that are over 50 years old. Mm-mm, I don't. How about you? Do you?
I think it is the house in the
Mhm.
countryside
Okay.
that I have given from, так, наверное, я неправильно
That
говорю,
I have got.
have got from my grandmother.
Yay, this is brilliant. Yes. So how old do you think is the house?
Over 50 years, maybe 60 years.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
I, when I was born, I spent the time in this house when I was 1 year old.
Mm-hmm, very little. So yes, this is nice. Very historical and valuable, yes, for you.
Mm.
Right. Okay, good. My question. Um, let's say, how much sleep do you like to get each night? Each night?
I try to sleep more than 6 hours,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe about 7
Mm-hmm.
or 8 hours. But now I все время спрашиваю, как привыкнуть, и каждый раз забыла. I
Now
used to.
это там надо. I'm used
Каждый раз
to
я спрашиваю по привычке.
и плюс ing.
А,
I'm used to
I'm used to. I'm used to
Мгм.
uh, sleeping
Мгм.
much hours,
Мгм.
and
Many,
sometimes
much
many hours.
many hours
Uh-huh.
countable, да? Many hours.
Mhm. And sometimes when I was very tired in the day, the 7 hours is not enough for me,
Мгм.
and I would sleep 8 or 9 hours. Of course, it is very rare,
Мгм.
but I would like to have I like to have longer
Мгм.
sleeping.
Yes, yes, yes. It sounds like 7 or 8 hours is good enough, yes. But when it is less than that, it is already difficult, yes, to function.
More important to go to the bed earlier than 11
Mm.
o'clock in the
Mhm.
evening.
Okay.
And so then you can wake up
Mhm.
very early and feel так, and you will be good.
You will feel good, yes. Okay. This is what I never manage. I can never go to bed before 12. Yes. Do you manage to go to bed before 11?
Not so often,
Mhm.
and sometimes I insist myself
Uh-huh.
to go to bed earlier,
Mm.
and then the next day, I am very glad to it.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Good. Okay. Yekaterina, your turn. Choose a question.
Mm, I'm sorry, I can get. I had to open the window, but in our yard, it's very great renovation.
I see. I see.
Renovations of road and the yard, the whole yard. And
Mhm.
it is very, смотри, как шум-то.
Loud.
Low,
Noisy. Loud.
очень шумно.
Noisy, yeah? Or loud.
Noisy,
Mm.
noisy. It is very noisy in the street.
I see. I see. Okay.
So, Margarita, in a film,
Mm-hmm.
do you prefer lots loads of humor
Mm-hmm.
or lots of suspense?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Какой suspense?
Suspense, right? Have a look. First of all, we can say loads of, it's good, or plenty of, yes?
Mhm.
Suspense is when you don't know what's going to happen next. Yeah,
Mhm.
some interesting twists, yeah, something unpredictable, yeah. This is suspense. Okay. So I think in a film these days I prefer plenty of suspense, yes, because actually many films use the same storylines and very often it's so boring. But if the film has interesting twists, and lots of suspense, it really catches your attention. What do you think? Do you agree?
I think yes. What about me? I prefer the both variants,
Mhm.
and when I want to have a rest,
Mhm.
I would prefer lots of humor,
Mhm.
but sometime I would enjoy the film
Mhm.
with with any suspense.
Yes, that's right. Lovely, lovely. Okay, Yekaterina, and the last question for you. Do you have any cousins?
Yes, I have several cousins, two
Mhm.
brothers, and three sisters.
Okay, that's so cool. Do you keep in touch regularly?
Uh, Fortunately, with brothers.
Mm-hmm.
My sisters are very как далеко-то?
Sorry?
Далеко.
Far away.
Very far away, and sometime we connect in social nets
Mm-hmm.
by my two brothers live by the Moscow, and we connect with them.
Mm-hmm. Regularly, yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Connect is okay. It's better to say still keep in touch.
keep in
Yeah.
touch.
It's most common. Keep in touch, right?
Mhm.
Keep in touch. Right. Okay. You get it nice. Actually, in the questions, yes, you managed to use these words very effectively. Yes, like some, many, a few, and so on, right? That didn't seem to be very challenging. Yes, how did you feel about it?
Mm, Perfect.
Perfect. Okay.
Not very ideal.
Uh-huh. Well, but no, it was really good. I guess you really know and get the thing is, it wasn't something so much new for us, right? But this were all these words together, and this makes it a bit challenging, yeah? But generally we use them all the time, yes. Okay. So let's start the next part today, and I suggest looking at a bit of vocabulary today. Right, and that is the 5C part for us. Bubble trouble, and yes, the name is bubble trouble. Have you got any ideas? What might it mean? What is bubble trouble?
Mm, Maybe any problems?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yes,
yeah,
but why
maybe.
bubble? Why bubble?
I don't know.
So, do you think then it is real problem if it is a bubble trouble?
Maybe non-real.
Maybe not so real, yes, but made by people themselves, yes. Imagine the bubble, yes. First it is little and then it goes more and more, bigger and bigger, but then phew, it disappears, yes. And
Mhm.
maybe the trouble was not so much real. We'll see it next time what exactly bubble trouble is. And yeah, here today we'll speak a little bit about money and economy, yes, and we'll continue this topic. And here I've got two interesting sayings for you, quotes. Yeah. Would you like to read them and tell me which one do you agree with and why? This one's here, yeah. A wise person.
Wise person should have money in their head, but not in their heart.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
Smart, isn't it?
Those who say that money can't buy happiness have never been
Poor.
poor.
Yes. This is also interesting. So which one do you agree, or which ones? Maybe both of them, maybe none of them.
Of course, the first sentence
Mm-hmm.
by Jonathan Swift is very exact, and it is true,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely true. But the second, it is depends.
Depends.
Can't buy happiness, have never been, никогда не был бедным.
Те, кто говорят, что деньги не могут купить счастье, никогда не были бедными.
I think a lot of kinds of happiness money can buy. The rest and interest in travelings and also the health, of course, but several activities. Of course, money can't buy anything.
Everything.
Yes,
Yeah,
everything.
Yes, I quite agree with you. Money gives freedom. Money gives emotions sometimes, right? You can buy and see beautiful places. You can enjoy some really nice activities. And on the other hand, if you are poor, sometimes it's difficult to enjoy good things because you have to worry about earning money, about working lots and lots of hours. So there is some point in this sentence, right, which is partly true. Okay. In number 2 here, we've got a couple of words and phrases. I don't think many of them are new, but we are going to check them out. So, Yekaterina, I will ask you first to work individually, look at 8 sentences here, and match the words in bold to their definitions. If you're not sure about the word, look at the whole context, yes?
Margarita, I forgot how does it mean recession?
Okay.
Gains, and that's all.
Okay, perfect. We'll find it out now. Yes, let's go one by one, right? And then we will see what recession and bargain is. Good. So, number 1, share it with your friends and family and make a large donation to charity. Yekaterina, donation, what's the definition for it?
Money that is given to an organization to help it.
Yes, that's right. And this was letter I. Good. Okay, go on. Number 2, please.
Inflation.
And let's read the whole sentence. Yeah, what they suggest.
Spend it all. You can't take it with you when you die, and inflation will just eat away at it if you don't spend it.
So inflation.
Inflation, I think F, a bad economic situation in a country, but
Mhm.
another variant, the general increase in prices.
General increase in prices. No.
H. No.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Maybe F.
Just a second. F. Mm-hmm. Yes, F. Mm-hmm. That's right. But inflation is actually not the general, not the bad economic situation in country. Okay, this is when the things get cheaper. We'll maybe check it a bit later, right? Okay, go on.
Give yourself a strict budget.
Mm-hmm.
That money has got to last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. The budget.
Budget. The D.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of money you have available to spend.
To spend. That's right, D. That's for sure. All right. Good. Let's see next one.
Invest the money and then spend your days managing your investments.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe B, or the money you have in a bank for a long period of time.
That's good. Yes.
Put it in a bank and live off the interest on your savings.
Okay. So no, here was not B. I'm sorry, if it's written. No. We'll get back to it. Yes, but I'll help you here. Okay. Check out this one, number 5. What are interest and savings?
Put it in a maybe B for this variant.
Okay. First of all, sorry, interest. What is interest?
Honestly, I didn't understand this sentence.
Yes. So have a look. You put money in the bank and the bank pays you, right, for that if you don't use your money, if you don't touch your money. So this is called interest. Sometimes it is 5%, sometimes it is 10%, yes? And this is interest. This is your interest you get from the bank. То есть это процентная ставка, проценты. Yes? So, which definition?
Just a second. Money that a bank charges when you borrow money or pays when you have money in the bank.
Yes, that's right. Okay. And savings?
Сбережения. Тоже отдельный вариант надо для этого.
Yes, yes.
Savings. B.
B, that's right. So this one, B, suits here, right? Yes, this is the money you have in your bank for a long period of time. This is savings. Yes, lovely. Okay, we will come back to number 4. Yes, recession is also new one. Let's look at number 8, which we know.
Save for a pension so that you'll have security and be comfortable in later life. C. The money you receive when you are retired.
Yes, this is right. This is right. Okay. The money you receive when you're retired. Okay, let's also look at number 7. I think you can guess it.
Still go shopping for bargains. You can't change the habit over a lifetime.
Yes. So you can go shopping for bargains. What can be a bargain? Have a look. You don't have so many options.
Something that is cheaper.
Yes, than normal. Yeah. So bargain is actually something nice, but cheaper than usual. Yes, it's in Russian we would say выгодная покупка. Yes, good one. All right. So let's look at number 4 then, investment.
Investments. Things that you buy in order to make
Mhm.
money.
Yes, that's right. In order to make money. That's totally right. Okay, good. And then let's look at recession and income. And I'm not too sure about this one. Maybe we change it. Let's see. So wait.
Wait for the next recession and buy a lot of property.
So, and recession, when you can buy a lot of property, this is mhm. Mhm.
The money that you receive regularly.
Mm-mm. This is actually a bad economic situation in the country. And it's a good
Yeah.
idea to buy property in this time. So it's F. Recession, да, когда это какой-то финансовый кризис, рецессия по-русски тоже так называют. Financial crisis. And then leave off the rental income. Income.
Мгм. Ну, в общем, сдавать квартиры.
Yeah. И получайте с нее income.
Доход.
Ага, good. What is the letter? What is the right one?
Так, а мы и уже использовали.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
The
Ага.
money that you receive
Мгм.
regularly through work or investments.
Or investments. That's right. That's right, Jay. Yes, and Yekaterina, you were right in number 2. Let's check it again. So inflation is the general
The general increase in prices.
prices. You were right about it. Yes. Okay, good. So lovely. Which words were new? Recession. Yes, this is the financial crisis or bad situation in the country. Bargain was new. Do you remember now what it means?
Low prices.
Yes, low price for some product. Very good. Income. This is,
Доход.
yes, the money you get from work or from investment. Something else that was new?
Interest.
Interest. This is the percent the bank pays you or you pay the bank.
Мгм.
If you take out a credit, you have to pay the interest to the bank. Mhm.
Мгм.
Yeah, all right, good, lovely. So next time we'll use these words a little more, yes, to speak about the economy, the budget, and stuff like that. You can check out some more examples in your workbook. Check it on Telegram. Okay? Yes.
Okay.
Then have a good day today, Ekaterina. Thanks for joining, and see you in a week.